Alright, let's get started. In this video we're going to go over King's max damage natural hit combos. So we are going to be doing dashes, we're going to be doing side steps, crowd canceling, instant wall standings, and so on and so forth. Everything to pull as much damage out of every natural hit combo as possible. So let's get started, always from the least damaging to the most damaging. Our first one, we have the hop kick, the up forward 4. We're going to do 67 damage with this one. So with that, we after the hop kick, we do wall standing 4, a quick dash into down forward 4-3. While you're doing this dash, what I do is as soon as I basically hit the second forward, I immediately just drop my thumb down to get out the kicks, and that usually gets the dash. We then finish it up with forward 1-2, and then as soon as that 2 finishes, we buffer 4-4-1 for the spiral attack until finally the running Jagwire bomb. The next one at 68 damage, we have down back 2. So again, very similar to the last one, you're going to see that forward 1 spiral attack a lot after jabs. So after the 4-3, we're going to do standing 2. Don't push any directions because you're going to get a different move out for every single direction that you can input on. And so after the neutral 2, we're going to do forward 2-1 into buffered 4-4-1 into running Jagwire bomb. The next one at 68 damage, we have after whiff back 2, 1+2, we put him in this stun. And as you can see, it's going to be the exact same kind of leading combo of that down forward 4-3, neutral 2, forward 1-2 into forward 1 into running Jagwire bomb. Next at 74, we have crouch dash 1. This move can also be started while fully crouched and then tapped down forward 1. And there we have it. So after you get the hit, we're going to do wall standing 4 into down forward 4-3 into 1-2, buffer that forward 1 spiral, and then running Jagwire bomb. Next, at 74 damage as well, we have wall standing 1+2. And so just similarly to the hop kick variation, after we hit him up in the air, we hit that 4, that quick dash into down forward 4-3, hold forward while hitting 1-2, buffer 4-1, and then running Jagwire bomb. At 75 damage, we have the Jagwire Swing, so we have to do 3+4, which puts us in a spin move, and then you're going to hit 1. I'm not going to show you all variations, but after the double spin, we're going to do the exact same combo, and after the triple spin, it would be the exact same combo, just the damage is going to increase for each spin that you do. And so this is a little tricky. So after you get the hit, we need to quickly sidestep to the right. Do not sidestep left. After we sidestep right, we need to do an instant wall standing. And how we do that is we press forward and then down to down forward and then 4 very quick. So if we would do the full animation, it would kind of pull here. And make sure that we hit neutral, because if you hold that down forward, the knee is going to come out. So with some practice, you should be able to very consistently throw out this mid, which is going to be the kind of combo starter to knock him up in the air and then do down forward 1, jabs, 4-4-1, running Jagwire bomb. Next one at 75 damage as well, we're going to do back turn up forward 4, which is going to be very similar to all the other hop kicks. The move looks like this, starting back turn. And so there we have it. As mentioned before, it's going to look identical to kind of the hop kick variation. After that forward, make sure you get that quick little dash in before hitting down forward 4, 3, and then the jabs, and then forward, forward 1, running Jagwire bomb. Next at 75 damage, we have full crouch, down forward 2, which puts your opponent in this stun state. And so there we have it. The main thing that you have to watch out for is after you get the hit, that you need to make sure that you're in the sway long enough so your head has to fully drop. It's like, it's not an instant kind of wall standing. You have to actually, come on. It's not like a true wall standing. You have to make sure that you get some horizontal movement before standing up and hitting the mid attack to have that deep hit, or else you'll push them too further away if you don't move enough horizontally to follow up with the rest of the combo. Next we have up forward 1+2, and this is going to be doing 77 damage. And so there we have it. So nothing too fancy about this other than up forward 1+2. You might be able to mash out that plus forward +3 to kind of get it started, and then everything's at kind of a normal rate. Just make sure, as always, to hold forward when you do the 1-2, and that will give you more horizontal movement to actually follow up with that buffered forward forward 1. At 78 damage, we have whiff forward 2, down 1, 2, which puts it in a launcher. So remember, if we do hit with this first hit, it will not naturally hit with that second one. So the combo starts with that. And so similarly to what we saw before, anything that has to start with a max combo of down forward 4-3, we do that neutral 2, forward 1-2 into buffered 1-1, forward 1 into running Jagwire bomb. So that put us at 78 damage if you're able to get that launcher off, but chances are you probably shouldn't be throwing that out too much because it's highly punishable. Next at 79 damage was up forward neutral 4, so the delayed hop kick. And so there we have it. It's exactly like the normal hop kick, except because the delayed, it does way more damage when you complete it finish. So normal hop kick is 13 damage, while delayed hop kick is 25 damage. Then everything else scales exactly the same way. At 80 damage, we have down 1+2, which puts us in this high launch state. So this is a very tricky one. As soon as we get the launch, we're going to sidestep left, and we're not going to finish the full sidestep. So about halfway through, we're going to kind of cancel it into the 4 to make sure that they're still floating very high to get forward 1+2. And remember that it's always going to do that zoom in, and it's going to pause all inputs. So you're going to have to delay just for a hair of a second before doing down forward 4-3, and then just a single jab. So forward 1, not 1-2, just forward 1 into buffered 1, forward 1 into running Jagwire bomb for 80 damage. The last one that we're going to cover is the rage drive. So we're going to set the rage on, and it's down back 1+2, which puts us in this high flying state. And there we have it. So the biggest thing to take in consideration is after you get the slam, you're going to tap that sidestep left, and it can only be sidestep left, in which then you're going to hit 2 right away. Don't do a full sidestep. We're going to, as soon as you get that animation, you're going to smack that in to make sure that we get kind of the damage that we need to. After that, there's going to be a slight delay after that forward sidestep 2 in which we're doing down forward 4-3 into the jabs, into the buffered spiral, into running Jagwire bomb. So with that covers all of King's natural hit max combos. If you are just starting out, I do not recommend trying any of these because the button inputs are very hard to do, as they need to be very exact. And a lot of them will not work if you're a little off axis. So just keep that in mind, that these combos are maximized for if we are perfectly in line with each other face to face. And so if you ever get a clean kind of counter hit off of this, you can practice these combos. But that's all I want to talk about in this video. So until we see you guys next time, keep on practicing.